I'm here with Christian. Another win for Arsenal. 2-0 win. I think it was a deserved win. Could have been more, but listen, job done. 2-0 win, conceded no goals. It's all good, yeah?
All good. Professional performance, especially when you look around Europe this week. City dropping points tonight. Spurs last night at Bodo Glimt. Liverpool lost at Galatasaray. You might look at this on paper and say this is a game that Arsenal should win, but it's a Champions League. You know, this is a team that's champions of their league. You've got to respect them. Tough opposition. And they made it tough at times tonight, you know. They had chances. David Raya made some good saves. I think on another day we can score 3, 4, 5 potentially. But you've got to say overall, good performance, professional Champions League win, and we keep it moving.
Yeah, I would say so. Some people were saying that maybe you could have done it with a little bit more pizzazz, a few more goals. What would you say to that?
Yeah. Like I said, on another day we score a few more goals. I would like to see Gyökeres get on the score sheet. Odegaard had that big chance towards the end as well, where he hit the keeper and then he had the rebound. Trossard had a couple of chances. But I think these are good problems. We're coming out of games that we're winning and we're saying we wanted more. We want to score 3, 4, 5 potentially. But at the end of the day, when we're still winning games, it's not a problem. Yeah. You know, if Gyökeres isn't scoring, but we're not winning games, then it's a problem. If people are missing chances and we're not winning, like we have in previous seasons when we've drawn unnecessary games, we've lost unnecessary games, or we've had 10, 15, 20 shots and we haven't got the 3 points. When we're getting 3 points and we're winning games, I don't care if we win 1-0, 5-0, 10-0. I don't care if Gyökeres scores. I don't care if Saka scores. I don't care if Gabriel. I don't care who scores. If we're winning games and we're staying, you know, we're building momentum, we're winning the Champions League and the Premier League, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Let's talk about Gyökeres for a minute, because I think now that's his 5th game without a goal. Not all starts. He didn't start against Port Vale, for example. Is there a slight concern that he's not scoring? I mean, I know you said about the wins, and I do get that. I agree 100%. However, from a personal point of view, would he be a little bit concerned that he's now gone 5 games without a goal?
Yeah, I think personally he'll be disappointed. As a striker, you want to score goals. We know this is a guy that loves scoring goals and has obviously a great goal-scoring record in Europe. So yeah, he'll be a little bit disappointed. You know, I want to see him score. I think we all want to see that celebration.
Of course.
But I'm not worried that we won't see it. I think we will see it. Still finding his feet a little bit, but I think overall he looks good. Yeah. His link-up play tonight, I think running in behind. It was actually him that created the chance for the first goal. Martin Odegaard puts him through with a nice pass. He manages to hold, I don't know how, he holds the 2 defenders off, gets in, shot on his left foot, which is unlucky, hits the post, and then Martinelli taps it in. So some good play, but yes, I obviously want to see him get on a score sheet, and I think he'll be thinking exactly the same thing.
Absolutely. Let's hope he can get that situation sorted against West Ham. But you mentioned Martin Odegaard. I thought he looked very good today. I thought he was my man of the match. I think yours as well, right?
100%. By far. This guy, I'm just going to say this now. Martin Odegaard is back. Yeah, this is the Martin Odegaard that we know. The Martin Odegaard that we love. The Martin Odegaard that dictates games. The Martin Odegaard that's not shying out of challenges. The Martin Odegaard that you watch him and he makes you feel something with what he's doing on the football pitch. That's the Martin Odegaard that we know, can be there. The Martin Odegaard that we want to see. You know, before his injuries, before his levels dropped off. But do you know what I mean? We know there's a player in there. We know there's a real special player in there. There's a reason he's our captain. He was one of our best players, one of our most consistent players. And we haven't seen it. If we're going to be completely real, we haven't seen anywhere near the level that we know he was at. But these 2 games, the cameo against Newcastle, I thought he came on was absolutely brilliant. And today was by far and away best player on the pitch. Like we say, man of the match. All right, he was picking the ball up in the half spaces. He was turning. There was one time in the second half, I can't remember who gave him the ball. I think it might be Declan Rice. Just turn the defender, and he's got 3 players running in front of him. That's the Odegaard that we love. You know, Odegaard in the past 18 months, he's been taking an extra touch. He's been turning back. He's been slow on the ball. Whereas, like I said, against Newcastle and today, so much quicker on the ball. Decision-making was so much better. He was sliding balls through. Unlucky not to get a goal. Assist for Saka's goal at the end as well. Yeah. Like I said, man, I think and I hope this guy's back because he could be the difference. Genuinely, if we have a fit and firing Martin Odegaard at his best, that could be the difference between us winning a league, winning a Champions League, winning a cup, and not. Like last season, we didn't have him at his best, and we didn't win anything. We need this guy at his best, obviously. We need Saka at his best, Gyökeres. We know all these players are at their best. But Martin Odegaard at his best is a special player, a world-class player. And we're starting to see it again.
Yeah, definitely. I think you can see as well his confidence is back now. I think he always had the talent. I mean, these guys, you say form is temporary, class is permanent. He always had the talent. I think last season the confidence, maybe down to the injuries, weren't quite there. But I think the confidence is returning now.
Yeah, and he's got competition now, Laurie. This is the thing. And I said on the starting 11 chart, I said it can be pressure and it can take pressure off at the same time. It can take pressure off because when you haven't got to be rushed back after injuries and there's not all this pressure on you to perform and be the guy, sometimes you can ease your way back in and it can take the pressure off. And there's pressure because if Eze performs, Martin Odegaard might be out of the team. So there's pressure and no pressure in two. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Both in good ways to try and get Martin Odegaard back to his best. So, yeah, like I said, maybe Eze coming in has given him that little boost. Ethan can also play in that position, so he's got competition. But I'm liking what I'm seeing at the moment from Odegaard.
Yeah, let's hope it remains that way. A couple of other players I thought stood out today. Miles Lewis-Skelly, I thought he looked good. Won most of his duels, looked to get forward. Thought he had a good game.
Yeah, he did. Look, we all like Miles. I think there's always the conversation between Calafiori and Miles. If Miles starts a game, I'm never concerned. Miles could start. We could have a Champions League final tomorrow. If you said Miles is starting, I wouldn't be worried. And yeah, good performance today.
And the other guy that stood out for me, I don't know about you, David Raya. I thought he made some really good saves.
Yeah.
Looked sharp. Everything he was asked to do, he did.
Really good saves. That's why before, I think you said you'd start Kepa in this game. And I'm thinking...
No, I didn't actually. No,
did you not?
No.
Well,
maybe I did. I don't know.
A few people shouted for Kepa. Look, I like Kepa as a keeper, but I think...
I wouldn't have had a problem if Kepa would have started.
Yeah, but I think we saw today, sometimes in games like this, when you don't completely kill off the opposition, it can lead to chances for them. And Raya made, I think, 2 outstanding saves today. Potential shout.
And I thought he commanded his box well as well. There's a couple of times when the ball was in the air, he came out, he took it unequivocally, no problem.
He always does. I'm not. I think when we see a performance like this from Raya, I'm not really surprised. The guy's a top quality keeper, one of the best in Europe, arguably the best at the moment on form in the Premier League.
Yeah, Dan, that is what I did say. I did say
that
on the current form, I think that it's definitely out of him and Donnarumma, but I would edge it to Raya.
For sure. Yeah, great performance.
Yeah. So yeah, just to sum up then, like you said, good performance. Clean sheet, 2 goals, and yeah, professional job done. Looking ahead now to the game against West Ham, would you make any changes? Who would you like to see come in? Who would you give a rest to or rotate? What do you reckon?
I'll bring the guys back in. I'll bring Timber back in. Calafiori, I think, starts. Midfield, I go Rice, Subamendi and Odegaard. I think he's earned a start now again, Odegaard. Look, usually when he comes back from injury, he's just straight back in the team, but he's actually earned it now. We see in the performances. And I'd start Eze on the left. Eze has to start in this team. I want to see him and Odegaard playing together. Eze obviously drifts into those midfield inside spaces as well, so their link up will be good. And I want to see Gyökeres get a goal, man. I need to see him, like we say, the performances have been good, but let's see the goals. Let's see the GA, as they like to say. And West Ham won't be easy.
No.
I don't think we beat them. I think we lost to them the last 2 years in a row at the Emirates. I was there last season. Kudus, I think, got Miles Lewis-Skelly sent off towards the end. So that's been a little bit of a bogey game.
They've got a bit of a new manager bounce as well. Nuno's come in. They got the draw against Everton.
Yeah.
So their tails will be up a little bit.
100%. Nuno's a good coach. He'll know what he's doing. He'll come and probably. Yeah, I don't want to say this because I don't want to jinx it, but they'll be happy if they get a draw. But a draw, we won't be happy if we got a draw. We've got to go and win that game. And yeah, keep this run going.
GFN Soccer TV, with all your favourite shows in one place, is now live in the UK with Samsung TV Plus.